it's Sam. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup look for you guys. I've gotten a few new things recently. Colourpop has a new collection that's a lot of greens. So I wanted to create a look. A lot of you guys asked for it on Instagram. And you guys know I never really wear color very much anymore. So I figured I will do that for you. And then I also got my January Boxycharm. So I'm partnering up with Boxycharm today to create this look for you guys. So I have used everything in my box to create this look, as well as other new items that I have recently gotten or just have had for a while and haven't tried yet, like the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. I haven't used this yet, so today I'm trying this out and letting you guys know my thoughts on that foundation. But I'm just going to quickly go through a couple of the items in the Boxycharm box with you guys. If you're not familiar, Boxycharm is a subscription service and it is $25 a month, and you get 5 full-size products, and they're well-known brands. So that's what I love so much about Boxycharm, is that it's brands like Too Faced and Dr. Brandt that you know, but then there's also brands that you might not be aware of. For example, Skin & Co. or Avant, and it kind of just introduces new products to you that you normally wouldn't go out and buy yourself, or maybe you haven't even heard about, but then you end up finding stuff that you are in love with just because of this box. Found one of my favorite blushes from Boxycharm. I can't remember which box it was, but it was a while ago. This is the Alamar Cosmetics, and as you can see, I've hit pan. That was from a box that was from a Boxycharm box, and I would have never even heard of that brand had it not been for Boxycharm. So that's what's nice, is that it kind of brings you out of your normal kind of comfort zone of brands. Also, it kind of forces you to try different makeup looks out, or just new products that you wouldn't normally reach for. And then it also gives you some awesome brands that you already know and love, like Too Faced, but I had no idea that they had this color. This is the Fancy Pink Diamond. I actually own the kind of more icy version, and this is amazing, you guys. And I never would have gotten it had it not been for this Boxycharm. And like, look at that highlight. It is so, so pretty. So each box is valued over $125. So basically this product alone is $36. If you were to buy this in Sephora or Ulta, you would pay $36 just for this one product, and your box is $25, and you get all of those different items. This serum or eye cream is $55. So it's such a good value for the money, and you get it every single month. It comes directly to your door. Now they have additional membership benefits. They have customization, so you can upload your complexion preferences for products better matched to your skin tone, which I think is super helpful. You have choice now, so new Boxycharm subscribers select one item in their box every month. BoxyLuxe subscribers select 1 to 3 items in their box every month. So Boxycharm is the one that I'm showing you today. It's the one where you get 5 items. BoxyLuxe is the one that you get, I think it's 8 to 10 items. Also have add-ons, so you can add more beauty products to your box at member exclusive prices every month. And then they also have Boxy Pop-Up. More beauty and lifestyle product deals at up to 80% off will now be available every quarter. So this is the box. If you have never seen one of my Boxycharm videos, I'm pretty sure most of you have, but it just comes in this little box. You also get a little pamphlet that tells you the retail prices of every single item, as well as like a little kind of informational blurb about each product to tell you what each product is supposed to do. And I think that's everything. Yes, that's everything you need to know. In this video, you will see me talking about this Too Faced highlighter, which is perfection. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at this packaging. And then it has this super pretty kind of peachy, pinky highlight. It's gorge. Then the 24/7 Retinol Eye Cream from Dr. Brandt. This is amazing, you guys. I have been using this ever since I got the box. So it's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. And so far, I am hooked, and it has not bothered my watery eye so far, so that's exciting. We are also going to be using the Grand Drama mascara. This is the Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil. And this is what the actual brush looks like. So I'll be using that. And then there's 2 items that I didn't use because I previously used them. They're skincare products, and I talk a little bit more about them later on in the video. But this is the Skin & Co. Polishing Micro Exfoliating Truffle Face Gommage, and that is basically an exfoliator, like a face wash. And then we talk about the Avant 8-Hour Radiance Renewal Sleeping Mask, and that is like a sleeping mask that you put on over your face like a moisturizer to sleep in. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. So those are the 5 items that came in my January box. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the tutorial. I'm going to link everything down below for you guys. So if you guys see anything here that I use that you think that you might want, just check that description box. I will also link Boxycharm down below for you guys as well. So you guys can go ahead and sign up if you haven't already. And I will also link a list of all of the other Boxycharm videos I have done, because I have done numerous. That way you guys can kind of see what I've gotten in previous boxes and see if this is something that you would be interested in. So huge thank you to Boxycharm for partnering up with me for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. St. Patrick's Day will be here in like, what, 2 months? So now you guys have something to wear when St. Patrick's comes about and you won't get pinched. It's actually really pretty with my kind of reddish hair. I look like a true Irish person. Anyway, love you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay doke. So the very first item that comes in the Boxycharm is, or the very first item I'm going to use that comes in the Boxycharm, is the 24/7 Retinol Eye Cream with Ruby Crystal Complex from Dr. Brandt. Now I actually have been using this over the past, when did I get this box? I think it's probably been about 4 or 5 days at this point. And what the heck on my face? And this is such a nice eye cream, you guys. I feel like, honestly, I have seen more difference in the last few days that I've been using this than I have in the last probably month of me using my Kate Somerville one. I just feel like it really does. Sorry, these stairs are killing me. I just feel like my 21-year-old self would be disappointed. I used to walk, it's called the Grade, the Myers Grade in Tahoe. But it was an hour of walking. I'd go every morning at 5:30 in the morning and every night at 7:30 at night. And I did that twice a day, every day, and it was like a full hour, half an hour up, half an hour down, up like a mountain basically. And I was so fit, and now I walk up the stairs and I'm huffing and puffing. So it's just such a nice eye cream. And basically it says, it retails for $55, so right there you paid for your whole box. It's a, it basically just says it's a potent yet gentle, light reflecting and age fighting eye cream. And I was a little bit nervous when I first got it because I was like, oh no, this is going to be like harsh because it's retinol, but it's very gentle. And it says it helps smooth away lines, helps reduce moisture loss, and illuminates the eye contour. And I do feel like it makes your eyes look really great underneath. So I am so pale at the moment. I'm trying to decide what foundation to use. I've had this sitting here forever and I've never tried it. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, and I have the shades 2.1 and 2.2, and I haven't been able to use them because I was so self-tanned and they weren't going to work, but I feel like this might actually work. I also have a new sponge from Doll Skin. It looks like this. I'm going to go wash it real quick. It has a point on one end, and then it has kind of like a more, I guess, triangle shape on the other. So I'm going to go wash this, and then we're going to try out that foundation, and hopefully it'll be awesome. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's big. I love big sponges. Okay, so I'm just going to shake this up. Now, this Studio Skin says that it's medium to full coverage, oil-free, controls oil all day, sweat, humidity, and exercise resistant, color true and transfer resistant, and it has a Debbie matte finish, and it's supposed to look and feel amazing throughout a 15-hour shoot. So we shall see, my friends, we shall see. I'm going to put it right on, and I did squeeze this out, but this actually holds on to a lot of moisture. Let me give it one more squeeze. Feels quite wet. I love how big and bouncy this is though. Look at that bounce. Amaze. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pop it right on. Hopefully this color is okay, because I am so fair at the moment. I just feel like my self-tanner has not been lasting very long lately on me, and I don't know why. Okay, so I feel like this sponge is so wet that it's not actually putting down the product. Let me go dry it off again with like my other towel. Also, I just lost my Band-Aid and now my exposed nail is looking horrible. Okay, let's give this another go. I think honestly, you might want to use a paper towel to dry this off, because I feel like paper towels, when it comes to sponges, they will absorb even more than a regular towel because this still feels so wet. Which Could be good if you're trying to get like a super duper skin-like lightweight coverage. And it does say that this foundation is buildable. This color is actually like perfect for me at the moment. So if you are someone who is my coloring and who is fairly fair naturally, this is a good color. I like how big this sponge is. Now that it's starting to get some of that wetness kind of gone, I am feeling like I'm getting a little bit more coverage, but I feel like this would be great if you are someone who just wants to give you, you know how when you put foundation on with your fingers, it gives you that really, really kind of like skin-like natural finish, versus when you put it on with like a sponge, especially the velvet sponge that I use, it's full coverage. This kind of does more like a finger application, like it's very lightweight, it's very natural. And I did order Tati's new puff thingamabobber, which I'm dying to try out. I've just like, I watched her video and I'm just interested. I've never used anything like dry before to put anything on as far as foundation and like liquid products, so I'm intrigued to see if it works. So foundation is pretty much done. So far the color is great. We are going to go ahead and move on to a new concealer that I got from Doll Skin. Did I say Doll 10 before? No. This is called Doll Skin, and it is the Doll Skin TCE Concealer. And apparently this concealer is your solution to skin troubles. It provides concentrated coverage with a real skin finish while wrapping your skin in a cocoon of repairing, soothing ingredients, powered by cucumber extract to depuff, dermal defense to protect and repair, collagen pigments, and vitamin C to visibly brighten your skin. So I'm very intrigued. We have light medium. I'm hoping it's going to be light enough for me because right now I'm like super light. So it comes like this. It's like a little, ooh. Oh, the cold roller is like honestly amazing. It feels so good. I probably needed something a little bit lighter because this is looking pretty much the same color as my foundation. So I might have to layer something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lighten it up with something else, but let's just go ahead and blend it out. The applicator feels so good on the under eye. It's so cold and delightful. Oh, this might actually be okay. I think you got to figure out how much you need to squeeze out because it's just a metal applicator, so it's like you're not used to, you know, if you use like a regular applicator that has the little fibers, then you don't have to squeeze or anything. So I think that's, you know, you got to figure out how much to squeeze because I got way too much on this side and then not enough on the other side. Feels really nice though. Looks pretty. I like how it does have that metal applicator because then it's like super soothing and cooling when you put it on. Yeah, that's actually really pretty. I thought for sure that that was going to be too dark, but it turns out it's not too dark. Woohoo! It actually did a really good job of brightening under there. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes using that same sponge. I have been using a sponge to set my powders when I do my full foundation, so that's what I'm going to do today. I will say the sponge is really bouncy, which I think is kind of nice. I feel like you can like really get into places that you need to get into, so that's kind of handy. And I love this tiny little point. Like look how tiny and thin that is. You can really get into your inner corner, which normally I can't get in, but it like does it with such ease. This foundation is looking a little dry. And I don't have dry skin at all. Like I have no dry patches. I exfoliate nobody's business. but I am feeling like it is looking just a tad kind of dry around the chin area. And this is the same powder that I always use. And normally I don't look this dry. Oh, I just hurt my nail. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Ben Nye Super White and my Ben Nye Pink. Oop, that was way too much pink. And I'm just gonna pop that underneath my under eye. You guys, I have been derma rolling 3 nights a week, and I am obsessed. I am like officially addicted, which is so funny because I used to do it a long time ago, but I didn't stick with it because I think when you're younger, you want immediate results like that day, and you're like, I don't see anything, and so you're like, nope, not gonna do it. But as you get older, you get a little bit more patient. Stick it out for the long haul. And I feel like that derma roller is doing something magical for my face. Soon enough, I'm gonna be so young, you won't even know who I am. You'll be like, who's that 12-year-old on YouTube? She reminds me of Sam. And I'll be like, it's me, I just look so young. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Giorgio Armani. And I'm just going to use that to kind of just tie everything together. I'm so impressed by this color match. Like, I didn't even have to bring it down my chest. It literally is the color of me. I am 2.1. So we're going to do a little bit of contour. I'm going to go in with my Beauty Counter. I've really been loving this one, you guys. It's funny because when I do my full glam, I focus the contour color only in the back of my cheeks, but then when I do my light, like minimal makeup, I put it as like almost like a blush. It's just funny how the placement is different when you're trying to do different looks. Oh, by the way, guys, did you see Nikki Tutorial's new video? I was like so shocked, first of all, and second of all, you guys should go watch it. It's very it was very heartwarming. It was a surprise. It was like I got all the feels, and it just kind of like, I don't know, it gives me the shivers just talking about it. But anyway, her makeup in that video, her skin is literally perfection. Like, I cannot even, I don't understand how your skin can be that beautiful. Like, she literally, she has no lines. Like, there's nothing on her face. It's just absolute perfection. And wow, I really went a little wild with the bronzer on my nose. I forgot that I'm not like super duper tan at the moment. Don't you hate when that happens? I think I'm going to take this Isn't It Peachy palette from Makeup Obsession, and I'm going to use the color Daydream. It's like this little soft peachy color. I'm just going to pop that right over here. That's really pretty. That's like a super soft peach. Love it. Okay, so now we are going to be moving on to something from the Boxycharm. This is the Too Faced Fancy Pink Diamond Light Highlighter. It comes in this awesome little box, which is so cute. And then this is the packaging, which is super adorable. Looks like a little jewelry box, and then you open it up. I actually have the, I think they had a different color that came out first, and it was kind of more icy. This one is like really kind of peachy with like a kind of pinky purpley tone mixed in. And every single one is unique. Because they're like hand poured, so you're not ever going to have one exactly the same. I'm going to spray real quick just so that everything melts in so that I can get like this to look nice and dewy. So I'm taking my Doll 10 Skin Reviving Setting Mist. Make sure it's all the way dry though before you put your highlight on, because if you have any little bit of wetness or like a little splotch that hasn't dried yet, you're gonna have a real situation on your hands, because then you're gonna stick to that little one wet spot and it's gonna cause a little blotch on your face, or it might disrupt your foundation underneath, and then you're gonna be so sad. I'm gonna go mixing in to the peachy and the pinky. I'm just kind of going all over. And we're just gonna start in little circular motions, just working it around and going back and forth, but still always keeping in circular motions. And I'm not pushing hard. I'm hardly pushing like with pressure. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. It's like a super gentle peach glow with a hint of a kind of soft lilac-y sheen coming through. Whatever's left on my brush, I usually just kind of like go underneath. I don't know why, I just feel like it looks so pretty that way. We are gonna try and lighten up this nose a little bit. I got a little excited with the contour there. It happens to the best of us, especially when you're used to being with tan foundation and then you forget that you're actually super fair at the moment. I'm gonna put a little bit up here. This is worth the box right here. You pay $25 for the box. This right here would be $36. So right there, if you wanted to go get this highlight, you're better off just getting the box, because you're getting this for $10, or I'm sorry, $11 less than if you were to go and buy this in Sephora or Ulta. So that right there has paid for the entire box. Plus you're getting that Balm Eye Cream, which was what, $55? It's so good. I'm gonna take my Urban Decay. Oh, I just whacked my nail again. I really need a new Band-Aid. So usually I'll just, whatever is left on the brush, I'll do that, and then I'll just really get in there with my sponge. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this foundation, to be honest, because it's looking just a little dry. And I don't have dry skin, so I feel like if you have dry skin, it says hydrating. That's very confusing. Why would they do that? Why would they say hydrating foundation that's demi-matte? It's looking really dry around areas where I like, you know, the lower part of my face that I don't really care for. It's looking so collected, and I'm not loving that. So we're gonna do brows, and where's my brow brush? We're just gonna brush those babies up. I feel like this foundation feels a bit tacky, like kind of sticky, even though I powdered. Okay, I just brushed them out. Sorry, my battery flicked off while I was doing that. I'm just going to add a couple little strokes with the pen side. Okay, so now for the brow bone, I am going to go back in with that Too Faced highlighter. I really like matching my highlighter to my brow bone. I just feel like then it just kind of ties in seamlessly. And this is such a pretty tone anyway that we might as well just go for it. But then it kind of just creates like a little C. You guys, this highlighter is like so beautiful. It's just such a pretty tone. It's so gorgeous. We do have some new colors from Colourpop. So we have the Mint to Be palette, and it's all greens, which a little bit stressful. I never really, you know, go with color nowadays, but for you, I will do it. I'm gonna go into my So Jaded palette first and just go in with Rose Quartz and You're a Gem, just at my base, just to create like a natural contour color first. And I do like to kind of push it up into the brow. Okay, then I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Whirlpool. It's like a really bright kind of aqua color, teal I should say. And I'm just going to pop this along my lid. And I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. These are nice and tacky, but they create a really great base if you are going to be doing something a little bit more colorful or smoky and you want it to really stick, then that's a great option. And then I'm just taking a little Dominique Cosmetics brush. I'm just going to wipe off whatever is on there. And I'm going to go in with this color Ice Cold right there. It's like a really, it's actually the same color as the liner. And I'm just going to build that up. Okay, so we're just basically focusing that on the lid. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Oh good, I'm glad this nail broke, because now I can really get in there. I don't know how people do their makeup when they have like massive, super long nails, because mine are kind of long right now and I'm like, ooh. And I like to use my fingers so much. Like, I just feel like your fingers are your best tools, so I would struggle if I could like never use my fingers. I feel like that would be super difficult. I'm just going to go in with Dementhe and Chill Factor with a slightly smaller brush. This is the BMX 446 shade from Moda Pro, and I'm just going to start going to softly blend out, but also deepen that crease. And that's why I always like to put my shadows down as my base and my brow bone first. That way it's a softer blend. It's not just going to be this like harsh line on like bare tacky skin. I'm really focusing it up high. I don't want to take away from that teal color. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take a little brush. This is the BMX Smudger brush. And I'm going to go into this darker color here, the Chill Factor. And I'm just going to kind of deepen just a little bit right here. I kind of just like wanted to connect and kind of wing out. In the center of the lid, we're going to take this color right here. This is called Freshman. And we're just going to pop that right into the center. And I like using my finger because it really just pops. With Colourpop, it just makes it so much more intense that way. Right on like the most bulbous part of the eye. Then you're going to get your little brush and just kind of softly blend out the edges. With a little baby brush, we're going to go in with this Play It Cool right here. And we're just going to pop that right into the inner part of the eye. And if you haven't seen my best of beauty or best of makeup and makeup brushes, it's like as a channel trailer. I'm just going to leave it up, I think, all year. That way you guys can always refer back to that whenever you want to know like what my favorite brushes are, powders, all that kind of stuff. So that will be on my channel, like my main channel, so just go and look there. And then that way it has a list and links of all of my favorite brushes and everything like that. Okay, ooh, I like this palette. It's so pretty. It's something wow, my fingers were so sweaty. They got water on the thing from holding it. Weird. For the bottom, I think what I'm gonna do is just keep it kind of neutral and brown. So I'm gonna go back in with that So Jaded palette, in with Rose Quartz, Your Gem, and Jasper. So those three. Sometimes it's good if you are going like way out of your comfort zone with color to stick with a little bit more neutral color on the bottom. It just kind of makes it a little bit more wearable that way, I feel. That's pretty. I like that. I am going to go ahead and just go in with a nude pencil on, or do I do green? I'm going to go ahead and do green. I'm going to be bold here. I'm going to take that same Whirlpool and I'm going to pop that right into my waterline. Keep it nice and gemmy. This is like perfect for St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, and then we have a new mascara to try out that comes in the Boxycharm. So first I am going to go ahead and use my normal base to get my lashes primed. I feel like lash primer is such a huge and very important step in your routine, because I have used mascaras that I'm like, oh, that's not very good. And then as soon as I put on a lash primer, I'm like, oh my gosh, best mascara ever. So it really can save your mascara and like make it just makes them work so much better. We have a mascara. This came in the Boxycharm. This is the Grand Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with Castor Oil. So this retails for $25, and it is a mascara that is a no flake, intense black formula. It works while you wear it, creating unrivaled thickness through key ingredient castor oil. So castor oil actually helps grow, thicken, all that good stuff to the lashes. The wand is definitely what I like. It's not stabby. And it's kind of like an hourglass shape. It's not quite as dramatic and like thick as the Lancome Hypnose Drama. That's the one I normally wear. This one seems to kind of like, a little bit more lightweight, kind of fans out a little bit more. But it's still doing a good job. I am going to build it up with 2 coats here. Yeah, I think that's done pretty good. I'm so picky with my mascaras. It gives you enough volume without being clumpy. Okay, so for lips, we are going to go ahead and try out some new colors that I got from MAC. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I got back on their PR list after I moved this last time. I literally got off of everyone's PR lists. Like I'm pretty sure they're just sending packages to my old addresses, because the move from the West Coast to the East Coast, like I literally lost so much PR. And like I've tried to write them and like let them know, I'm here. But I still don't get the PR, so it's just one of those things, folks. Okay, so I am gonna take just a little bit of my Laneige. I like to like really work it in. Normally I let this sit, but I didn't because I forgot. Okay, so I've let that sit for a minute. I'm just gonna go ahead and, oops, take some of that away. Then we're gonna go in with MAC Soar. Here we go. I just got this in PR the other day. Now we're going to go in with a mixture of Patent Paint Lip Lacquer in Patent Pleasure from MAC. These are new. They're nice because they're not sticky at all. I know a lot of people don't like MAC lip glosses because they are quite sticky. This formula is very lightweight. That one's kind of just like more of a darker peach, and then this one's a little bit lighter. This one is called Magic Mirror. So this one's definitely a little bit more kind of peachy orange. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do a little blending out right here, just so that the blush and the highlight kind of merge into one another. And then do just a little contouring right here, just to lift that nose. The only two things I did not talk about yet from my Boxycharm, everything else I used. So the highlighter, that mascara, the eye cream. These two I already used at nighttime. They were both a little bit too hydrating for my skin type. I'm very oily. So this is the Skin & Co. Roma Polishing Micro Exfoliating Truffle Face Gommage. This one retails for $28. It's an exfoliant, but it kind of has more of like a oily feel. So I just felt like after, like when I exfoliate, I want to feel squeaky clean. And it's such a hydrating formula that even though it's an exfoliant, it's kind of like almost like a hydrating one. So I just personally didn't like it for my skin type just because I'm oily, and I think this would be much more suitable for someone who has dry skin. And then the other item was the Avant 8-Hour Radiance Renewal Sleeping Mask. This one retails for $107, and it's basically a mask that you put on overnight, and it's supposed to reveal more youthful and beautiful skin. It also helps to tighten the skin and lessen the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And again, this one was so hydrating that the following day when I washed my face, it still felt sticky and tacky. Like it's a really intense formula, super duper hydrating, feels quite moisturizing on the skin. But then when you go to wash your face the following day, I could not get rid of that feeling of like kind of like a sticky, really intensely hydrated, tacky feeling. And I couldn't even wear makeup that next day because I felt so moisturized and I was like, oh, I can't do this. So I don't think this is good for oily skin, but I think if you are someone who has really dry skin and you really need some intense hydration, this would definitely work for you because it is intense. I mean, I was hydrated, but I was like, whoo, I'm too much. It is just too much for my skin type because I'm oily. So another great product for dry skin, not necessarily good for my specific skin. And that is everything from my Boxycharm. And then of course, all of the other items that we tested out today as well. I think that the overall look of this foundation, the Studio Skin, it looks really pretty from afar. It's definitely full coverage. It's made my skin look very, you know, glam. But when you look up close, it's already starting to collect in this line right here. Yeah, it's not looking cute. It's like good from afar, but far from good. Oh, it's collecting so badly. And anywhere that I have movement, my lines and wrinkles on my forehead, because I'm due, it's been 4.5 months since I've had my BOTOX, and it's collecting in all my fine lines. So I think if you are someone who has perfect skin already, if you're already plumped everywhere, you don't have any fine lines and wrinkles, you don't have texture, you don't have anything like that to worry about, it would probably be beautiful, because everywhere where I have like my good face, like all up here, it looks amazing. Like it's super pretty. It's just anywhere that I have a lot of movement and I have fine lines and wrinkles or texture or divots for it to settle into, it's collecting and it is settling in, especially right here. It's looking not cute. So I'll try and get up close. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you guys can see. it's just collecting like really bad in these areas where I have all this movement in my face. It's just not looking good. But then up here, it looks really nice. And then on the forehead, it's kind of collecting in the wrinkles. So total bums. But that's okay. It's worth trying, and that's what I'm here for, is to help you guys not waste your money. I think I am going to lighten this lipstick up just a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit too much. I'm just going to take White Russian over the top. It's not quite as glossy as I was hoping. Like, it says patent leather, but I don't know if there's that shine that I'm really looking for. There's my final thoughts on everything, but Boxycharm is always a good deal. I've been getting it now for quite a long time. I'll leave a playlist or at least a link of all of the different Boxycharm videos that I have done so that you guys can just get an idea if you aren't familiar with Boxycharm or you haven't signed up yet, or you're like on the verge and you just don't know what to do. I'll link all the other ones so you can see what I have gotten in previous boxes, because maybe that will help you decide. But honestly, this box is super good because I have now found my new eye cream that I love, and this new highlighter is perfection. It looks so natural on the skin. It does not enhance pores. It's super dewy looking. It's very gentle. It's a perfect tone. I'm obsessed with it. I will leave the link to Boxycharm in the description box below. I'll also leave the link to everything else I used in this video to create this look for you guys in the description box below. So if there's anything that you have a little fancy for, you can just click on that link. It'll take you right on over. So be sure to check out the description box, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.